If you're a Real Madrid fan and you wanted Enzo Fernandez to join Real Madrid, I'm sorry, it is just not happening. Real Madrid has confirmed it. As you can see over here, an official statement was released by Real Madrid, and then it reads as follows: in the light of reports and statements that have appeared in recent days regarding an alleged interest from Real Madrid in the player Enzo Fernandez, the club wishes to state that it has not made any efforts, either direct or indirect, to sign the aforementioned player, and likewise has no intention of undertaking such an operation. And Real Madrid is honest. This was an comunicado official released by Real Madrid. There is no Enzo Fernandez coming to Real Madrid. Then, funny enough, there wasn't, an official communication regarding Olise, to be honest. Or was there? Nah, it was for Alvarez. Nothing has actually been said. Real Madrid hasn't said anything about Olise yet. So, in a funny way, we might see something surprising. But in any case, to end this, because it's quite a long read, Real Madrid regrets that despite the clarity of the facts and the lack of any action on the part of the club, information continues to be disseminated that does not correspond to reality and that only contributes to generating confusion among fans and unnecessarily harming the entities and people involved. Club is basically big. Real Madrid is basically begging. I need to learn how to use my words. Real Madrid is basically begging you guys to stop spreading misinformation about Enzo. He's not coming. They aren't going for him. I mean, they haven't even made a move for him yet. And it's not happening. To be honest, I've never really been on the Enzo Fernandez boots to Real Madrid. I don't think it's the type of midfielder we need. I do not think it's the type of midfielder we need. Energetic, goal scoring, yeah, we have that. We have Bellingham. We have that. I mean, Bernardo Silva is basically that as well. I don't think Enzo is the type we need. And we need a deep-sitting controller. We still haven't gotten it. Or we still haven't gotten one. To be honest, I thought the World Cup would, highlight some of these talents for us. But I haven't particularly seen a deep-sitting, creative, deep-lying, deep-lying orchestrator. I haven't really seen one shine in this World Cup. I don't think I've seen. The World Cup has mostly been, end-to-end, It has been very energetic. You don't really get to see those smart orchestrating types in this one. But it's fine. We keep looking. In any case, Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid, it has never really been something I want. That don't really. And besides, he said his asking price will not go lower than 100 million. We don't really. Come on, nah. We don't need that. We don't need him. I feel sorry for him in a way. The man basically glazed Real Madrid so much. He was really trying to make that move, but it's not happening, man. And you stay at Chelsea, Fernandez. You stay at Chelsea unless Paris Saint-Germain, because it's probably just Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich who can afford to spend that amount right now. Maybe not even Bayern Munich. Well, maybe Bayern Munich, but then Paris Saint-Germain. Perhaps if Fabian Ruiz, Anyway, we'll see how that goes. It's for Enzo Fernandez and his life and that. But something very much more concerning than Enzo Fernandez is Fede Valverde. Fede Valverde. Now, I wasn't aware of this, but maybe you were aware and you didn't let me know. There are actually a huge number of Real Madrid fans who want Fede Valverde out of the club. I did not know about this. I had no idea. Some persons who call themselves Real Madrid fans, not some persons, a whole lot, wanted Fede Valverde either on the bench or sold. You see, it's one of the sad parts, about the Real Madrid fan base. I'll admit. We don't have a perfect fan base, to be honest. We really don't. I don't know how you can sit at home or wherever you are and say you're a Real Madrid fan and Fede Valverde should leave. I do not understand that. I know everyone has, his or her opinions. You're entitled to it and that. But I do not understand what angle you are coming from. I do not understand your opinion. I don't understand the grounds for this. I don't. Now, if you think I'm lying, go online. A report was released by Marca. not just a report, an official statement. No one at Real Madrid ever doubted Fede Valverde despite recent, incidents. The fight. Justin, Fede Valverde is a confirmed starter for Jose Mourinho. Now, if you go to these comments, you see a whole lot of persons calling themselves Real Madrid fans. I mean, they are upset about this. They want Fede gone. They call him a rat. He doesn't look like a rat. Does this guy look like a rat? The point is they want him gone. I don't understand that. I do not. Yeah, they would relate to the incident with Xabi Alonso. Fede Valverde, Bellingham, and Vini, they are the big names who weren't really on board with what Xabi was cooking. They weren't on board with that. Now, people will say Fede Valverde was disobedient, this and that, to play in the positions Xabi asked him to play. Now, let me ask you this. When was the first time you saw Fede Valverde as a right back? Under what manager? If you are really a Real Madrid fan, you would know the answer. Under what manager and in what year? Have you gotten the answer? It's under Zinedine Zidane. What year? It was the COVID season. The COVID season. 2021 season. Zidane's last season at Real Madrid. That's the first time we saw Fede as a right back. That was the first time he unlocked that position. And he played that position even in the last El Clasico. I believe the one we won at the Bernabeu. In that same season, COVID season, it was 2-1. He played that same position right back. Now, Ancelotti came. We saw Fede Valverde as a right back more often than not. A lot of times. And then when he was asked about this in several interviews, he said he would do anything for this club. For Real Madrid, this badge over here, he can play anywhere. He will play anywhere. Even in the World Cup game, Uruguay versus Spain, or was it, I believe it was versus Spain. His coach, Bielsa, told him he would have to play right back, so he would mark, I think, one of the wingers, Nico Williams or whatever. Fede was open to it. He said, "I'll play me anywhere." Now, Fede Valverde, I mean, this man, for the team, for the club he's playing at, this man, he will sacrifice whatever he has. You get what I'm saying? So, Xabi Alonso coming on and saying, "Okay, Fede, you'd have to play right back." Do you not feel like something feels off for Fede Valverde of all persons rather, to, to not be happy with that? You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't just Valverde unhappy. You see Bellingham, you see Vinicius as well. Rodrigo too wasn't even happy because Rodrigo was left on the bench. Look, I won't come over here. Was Xabi Alonso potentially a better manager, for Real Madrid? Yes. But I won't come on here and say, look, he was some kind of genius mastermind or this and that. You can hate me if you want, or you can, feel free to let me know your opinion. But what I will not do is say, Xabi was the next Pep Guardiola or for us anyway. It was a good start to the season. It was a very good start to the season, to be honest. But in big games, we never saw results. Or proper results. The only big game we won with Xabi... Okay, we won 2 big games with Xabi Alonso. That was the first El Clasico, good performance. And against Juve, Juventus. Juventus isn't even a big team anymore. So it's just a single big game we won. We lost to Liverpool. We lost to Barcelona. We lost to Man City. We got brutalized by Atletico de Madrid. Whom else? I believe there's someone else. My point is this. PSG. Oh my days. We got absolutely destroyed by PSG. So my point is this. I won't come and say Xabi Alonso was the next best thing since sliced bread. I will not say that, to be honest. I will not. And then, if you weigh him against... Look, Valverde. Valverde has how many Champions Leagues for us? 2 Champions Leagues, 3 La Liga titles for us. And in all these wins, all these trophies, Valverde dedicated his heart, his soul, everything. His wife as well. She says it all the time. Then look at Vini as well, one of the persons who were anti-Xabi. Same with Fede Valverde, 2 Champions League, 3 La Ligas and that. And then we know Vini has always been crucial in all our Champions League wins. Is it 2024? Vini was, he was the Champions League player of the tournament. Is it 2022? Yes. He wasn't racking in the goals, but he was giving the assists, combining perfectly with Benzema. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, or is it Bellingham in his debut season? Come on, La Liga Player of the season, Champions League Young Player of the season. We racked it all up. So you can't blame me for saying, look, I'll give these guys an allowance. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give them their allowance because they deserve that. They merit that. If anything, they merit it. To be honest, Valverde and Vini especially, they've been. I believe they are like the oldest players alongside Courtois in this Real Madrid squad. Carvajal has left, so we have Valverde. It's Valverde, Vini, Rodrigo, and Courtois. Those are the oldest guys we have. So they merit that, to be honest. They merit it. Slander against Valverde, I don't know why a Real Madrid fan should do that. This is someone, if there's a player who leaves his heart out on the pitch, it's Fede Valverde. Play right midfield position in 2022, he played there. Center midfield, 2024, he played there. Right back, 2023, I believe he played. Come on. I've seen Fede Valverde as a left back even. What are you trying to tell me? And then you turn your back against him. It's sad. After all the bangers he has delivered for us, many saving moments, and that you turn your back on him. Real Madrid fans, that is not how to behave. You don't turn your back on someone. You know this player loves this club. You turn your back on him. It's not good. Like I said, I'm not saying Xabi was a bad manager, but look, he was not Pep Guardiola. He wasn't, who is the next best man? Ancelotti. He was not any of those guys, to be honest. That's just my honest opinion. And turning your back on Valverde, nah. He should be punished, yes, for the fights. Probably the captain armband should be taken off of him. I don't think he should be given to Vinicius Junior. Vini is erratic. If it's given to Courtois, sure, he's the oldest, and also he's also old in the club. So that would make sense. Aside that, leadership qualities. A player who I would say has good leadership qualities. Bellingham does, but he hasn't really spent too much time at the club. 3 years. Maybe Bellingham. You understand what I'm saying? But in any case, I will not turn my back on Fede Valverde. That's going to be it. I would like to know your opinion on all of this. Enzo Fernandez and Fede Valverde down in the comment section. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.